Have you ever noticed that time seems to stretch and shrink? Well, here's a mind-blowing secret. Your brain actually has no idea what time is. It doesn't have a built-in clock or a precise way to measure seconds, minutes, and hours. Instead, it just guesses. And honestly, it's wrong a lot of the time. Think about it. Is time something tangible that you can touch or see? Or is it just a concept we've all agreed on? The truth is, your perception of time is a fascinating mental illusion, a trick your mind plays on you every single day. Your brain is a masterful storyteller, and it constructs your experience of time using two key tools, memory and attention. It pieces together moments, events, and feelings to create a timeline that makes sense to you. It's not recording time like a stopwatch. It's weaving a narrative. This is why our internal sense of time can be so incredibly unreliable and subjective. We all experience this, but we rarely stop to think about how strange it really is. It's a fundamental part of our consciousness, yet it's as slippery as a dream. So, how does this illusion work in our everyday lives? Let's start with the classic example. Time flies when you're having fun. Picture yourself at a great party, laughing with friends, or completely absorbed in a creative project you love. You look up, and suddenly, hours have vanished in what felt like minutes. Why does this happen? It's all about attention. When you're deeply engaged and enjoying yourself, your brain isn't paying close attention to the passage of time. It's focused on the experience itself. Since it's not actively tracking the moments, it has fewer timestamps to store in your memory. Later, when you look back, your brain reconstructs this period with very few data points, so it concludes that not much time could have passed. It's a cognitive shortcut. The rich, dense experience fills your consciousness, pushing the monotonous ticking of the clock into the background. Your brain essentially says, "Wow, that was amazing." It must have been short. It prioritizes the quality of the experience over the quantity of time. Now, let's flip the coin. What about when you're bored? Waiting in a long line, sitting through a dull meeting, or just staring at the clock, waiting for the day to end. In these situations, time seems to drag on forever, stretching each minute into an eternity. This is the exact opposite of the time flies phenomenon. When you're bored or understimulated, your brain has nothing better to do than to focus on time itself. You become hyper-aware of every passing second. Your attention is turned inward, constantly checking the clock, both the one on the wall and the one in your head. This constant monitoring creates a dense log of temporal data points. Your brain is recording every tick, every talk, every moment of waiting. So when you reflect on that period, your brain sees a long, detailed list of moments and concludes, that must have taken a very long time. The lack of external engagement forces your brain to fill the void by tracking its own slow, painful progress through the minutes. It's the same amount of time as when you were having fun, but your perception of it is completely different. Let's explore an even more extreme example, emergencies. Have you ever been in a car accident or a near-miss situation where everything seemed to happen in slow motion? It's a common experience, and it's another powerful example of your brain manipulating time. During a life-threatening event, your amygdala, the brain's fear center, goes into overdrive. This heightened state of arousal makes your brain record an incredible amount of detail. It's like your internal camera suddenly switches from standard definition to ultra-high definition, capturing every tiny fragment of sensory information, the sound of screeching tires, the look on someone's face, the glint of broken glass. Because your brain is storing so much more information per second than usual, when you play that memory back, it feels stretched out. The event itself happened in a split second, but your memory of it is so rich and dense that it feels much longer. It's a survival mechanism. By slowing down time, your brain is giving you more perceived time to process the situation and react. It's not that time actually slows down, but your perception of it expands to accommodate the flood of critical information. And it's not just fun, boredom, or danger that messes with our internal clock. Many other factors can twist and distort our sense of time. Take sleep, for instance. You go to bed, and in what feels like an instant, 8 hours have passed. Your conscious brain was offline, not recording temporal markers, so the time just disappears. Stress and anxiety can have the opposite effect, making time feel like it's dragging on as your mind races and focuses on every uncomfortable moment. Emotions are huge players in this game. Joy can make an afternoon feel like a minute, while sadness can make a day feel like a year. Even your own body's rhythms have an impact. Your heartbeat, for example, acts as a sort of internal pacemaker. Studies have shown that when your heart rate is faster, time can feel like it's passing more quickly, and when it's slower, time can feel slower too. It's a constant, shifting dance between our psychological state and our physiological state, all conspiring to create our subjective experience of time. Scientists have a name for this phenomenon: temporal distortion or temporal illusion. It's not a bug or a mistake in our brains. It's a fundamental feature. It's a glitch that's been built right into the very fabric of human consciousness. Our brains didn't evolve to be perfect atomic clocks. They evolved to help us survive, navigate our environment, and create meaningful experiences. Accurately measuring the objective passage of seconds was never the top priority. Instead, our brains developed a flexible, adaptive sense of time that serves our emotional and cognitive needs. This is why our perception of time is so deeply intertwined with memory. Your brain doesn't store time. It stores experiences. And when it needs to figure out how long something took, it looks at the richness and density of those stored experiences. It's a brilliant, if sometimes confusing system. It highlights that what we experience as reality is really a construction, a story told by our own minds. For some people, this distortion of time can become much more severe and disorienting. In certain psychological conditions, individuals can experience something called dissociation, where they feel disconnected from their thoughts, feelings, memories, and even their sense of identity. A major component of this is often a profound distortion of time. People might experience lost time, where they have no memory of hours or even days. It's as if a chunk of their life was simply erased. Conversely, they might feel trapped in a single moment that seems to last forever. Imagine the terror of feeling like time has stopped completely, or the confusion of realizing you can't account for the last 48 hours. This isn't just a normal time flies feeling. It's a terrifying breakdown of the brain's ability to create a coherent narrative of reality. These experiences show just how fragile our perception of time is and how crucial it is for our sense of self and our place in the world. It's a stark reminder that our brain is the ultimate author of our reality. So, when you really get down to it, your brain doesn't track time at all. It doesn't have a little person inside with a stopwatch. What it does is build a story. It takes the fragments of your experience, the sights, sounds, emotions, and thoughts, and it weaves them together into a continuous narrative. And just like any good storyteller, it fills in the blanks. When memory is sparse, it assumes time was short. When memory is dense, it assumes time was long. It's constantly editing, revising, and interpreting to make the world make sense. The smooth, linear flow of time that we take for granted is an illusion, a beautiful and complex construction of our own minds. The past is a reconstruction, the future is a prediction, and the present is a fleeting moment of awareness. Your brain is a time machine, but not in the way science fiction imagined. It doesn't travel through time. It creates it. Ultimately, what does this all mean? It means that to your brain, time isn't real. At least not in the objective, unchangeable way we often think of it. It's a subjective, malleable, and deeply personal experience. It's a product of your attention, your emotions, and your memories. The next time you feel like time is speeding up or slowing down, remember that it's not the universe playing tricks on you. It's your own amazing, complex, and sometimes glitchy brain doing what it does best, creating your reality one moment at a time. Understanding this can be empowering. It means you have some influence over your own perception of time. By managing your attention and curating your experiences, you can change how you feel about the time you have. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this journey into the glitches of the human brain, Be sure to subscribe for more mind-bending tricks and insights. See you in the next one.